So I'm baking cookies, and I feel like this is the perfect time to reflect on my 2023 and pretty much what I'm not going to be taking in my 2024. Happy new calendar year, by the way. And 2023 has turned out to be...
What a shit show. What a fucking shit show.
If I just sat here and told you story from story, you'd think I'm lying. You would think that I was the fuck lying. I thought I was lying. Like, bitch, no. Come on now. You're an adult like everybody else. I'm sure every other adult in this world is facing the exact same problems as me, but, you know, is smart enough and mature enough to handle this like an adult. Those are the shitty things that I started to say to myself, because I just could not fucking believe that this shit, and it's still happening, but I'm in a much better space internally. But just speaking on, you know, the times that I wasn't. Hold on, get my cookies. So yeah, in 2023, I have been consistently, without break, dealing with outside entities and outside people making decisions and mistakes, both on accident and on purpose, that directly affect me, that have been outside of my control, and it has done a mental number on me to the point, where I started to gaslight myself, blame myself, and I still, like I said, I'm in the middle of another round right now, but I have a better mental state and mindset about it. I've been able to kind of regain little tiny pockets of perspective slowly, that have helped me kind of rebalance emotionally and mentally, as far as, you know, understanding that no, it ain't my fault. And yes, I'm still going to have to figure my way out of it all. But until I see an out, I'm just free falling, and I might as well enjoy the motherfucking view in all the ways that I can while I'm doing so.
This is fine.
And how I've been able to rebalance my emotional and mental peace throughout all of this is therapy. It's my number one hobby, and I'm joking, but I'm not lying. I'm dead ass serious. Both seriously and seriously. I legitimately consider self-work, self-healing, self-actualization, the journey of figuring yourself out. I find that shit fun. Like, I love doing that, and I love seeing people do that for themselves. I enjoy that, so it was already kind of a hobby, but it's a hobby real bad. It's a hobby and a lifestyle at this point, for me, and I love that for me. Anyways, I bring that up because my therapist says that my therapist said to me, on the narcissism scale, I am so far from narcissistic that it's harming me.
Well, damn.
And that is 100% the main thing keeping me from reaching the next level in my life, or, you know, as far as where I want to go, like my goals. That in a nutshell, I am my biggest critic and my cruelest bully. That I don't even allow myself the smallest fraction of grace that I give to others, and that I give a self-detrimental amount of grace to everyone else but myself, to the point that I gaslight myself real bad. I'm very mean to myself. Saying this out loud is ow. It's
Look,
rest of this video, and really the whole point of this video is to share what I am not taking with me in 2024 and what will be replacing those things. It's going to be my peace over trying to understand why somebody's doing something to me that hurts. What happens to me is, or what I do to myself is, instead of protecting myself, I immediately offer grace. Not to me, but to them. I say, oh my God, okay, what's going on in your life? Dang, are you having a bad day? Dang, is it something that I did to you? Is it something that I did? Is it something that I look like? Is it something that I wear? I'm over here trying to figure you out, and that's stopping. Another example, I ignore my intuition. I completely put aside any little whispers, any little tummy feeling, I ignore my intuition, which is wild because my intuition has never been wrong, ever been wrong. But time and time again, I will immediately be like, no, that's too rash. That's too harsh. That's too forward. They're only humans. What I told my therapist is I am afraid of making people feel like how I've been made to feel, or label somebody something that they're not. I know what it feels like to have people just decide that I don't deserve decency, kindness, respect. And so I'm very, I don't ever want to be the one to make somebody feel that way. I still don't want to make anybody feel that way, but I have to realize that I don't ever make anybody feel that way, and I need to not ignore myself. So moving forward in 2024, the minute I feel like some shit is funny,
that's suspicious,
some shit is off,
Yeah, it's funny.
someone's being weird,
that's weird,
someone did some shit that hurts, I'm not worrying about a motherfucking thing other than you just hurt me, you gotta go. That's it. I don't care what you just went through yesterday. I don't care that something really shitty happened to you today. Don't treat me like shit because I don't treat you like shit. Yeah. That's going to mean that that I choose action over perfection. So I struggled with that really bad this year. A prime example is my consistency with YouTube. The vast number one reason for not being consistent with my videos right now is because of my perfectionism. When I was in Florida and when I began my healing journey, I was rock solid on this. In fact, it was a complete huge turn off to ever feel like someone was trying to project fear onto me or fearmonger me. I hated watching the news, especially in 2020, 2021. I still don't watch the news anymore. I don't like to be met with fear. And I was very good in 2020 and 2021 with choosing faith and choosing peace and choosing Yah over things that scared me or things that had the potential to put fear in me, you know? And that was mostly because the environment that I was in was a loving one, a completely, 1,000,000% supportive, protective, understanding. The energy was bomb. In 2022 and this year, 2023, those are the 2 years I put myself back into the world, you know, after COVID. And so being back in society and trying to keep a hold, a grip on the peace that I found when I was in my bubble of love, very fucking hard. Very hard. My bubble has pretty much popped. I kind of still have it, but it's not in a bubble form that I can be in. It's in a liquid form in the cup that I keep trying to carry around and not spill. So in 2024, if I do find myself afraid, I'm going to do anyways, because I'm going to realign with actively choosing every day to trust in the Most High and trust that my trust in Source is vastly, incomprehensibly bigger than any fear that I could possibly have, hold, or be met with. Period. Let me explain. Because this one I'm still working out with y'all right now.
Vengeance will be mine! Mushu!
It's been made very clear to me. It's mind, body, and soul. It is clear to me that the Most High is requesting that I do not hold my tongue anymore. As well as it is very clear that the Most High is also requesting of me to give people what they're asking for immediately, right then and there. Here's the problem. I'm still trying to get an understanding, I guess, of how Source wants me to do that, because y'all knows who would put down here. This is in real time, y'all. I'm working this one in real time because that's still not absolutely. I don't think y'all wants me to take matters into my own hands. He don't want me to throw hands. That's what he don't want. He don't want me to throw hands. But he also doesn't want me to argue. What I'm hearing, I think, is continue to say your piece. Say it louder. Say it sooner. Set that boundary. Warn them about passing that boundary. And then don't do shit else. I got it. Don't do nothing else. I think that's what it's giving. I think this year has been full of, like I said, fuck arounds. Outside events that I have no control over, but unfortunately are completely negatively affecting my life, both on accident and on purpose. Specifically to the ones that are on purpose. Those fuck arounds. In 2024, they're about to be met with some serious find out. However, I don't think I'm supposed to be delivering the find out. Not to say that I ever was. This year, and I think actually looking back on it, it started in 2022. Again, the same 2 years once I reintegrated myself back into society. I've been slowly losing my ability to sit pretty, and I've been more and more consumed by the energy of vengeance, or like the frequency that I dropped to by being so angry with how things were turning out for me and things have turned out for me. And then on top of that, being pissed at how I will come up with a solution each time I punch harder. I started doing this thing where I'm like, you know what, nothing's bigger than y'all, nothing's bigger than y'all. And it was almost like I was taunting some invisible negative energy that was like, oh yeah, and then it would come back and hit me with something else in the form of these people's actions that I've been dealing with. So anyways, it got to the point where I was consumed by the energy of vengeance and taking it upon myself to issue it. How would I do it? When could I do it? Okay, I got to get this in order. I got to get this paperwork, that, I was trying to put my hands in the pot of how this was going to be done, how I was going to get my, not just vengeance, but how I was going to get my justice, but I was so consumed with thoughts about how to go about it and when it needed to happen and how it was going to happen, that of course all of that was shifting my focus to vengeance and, well, to be honest, justice, how I wanted it though. So yes, vengeance. And I was so consumed with that I took the focus off of myself. And then you just become miserable. I lost the wisdom of knowing that no matter what's going on, you could find a space where you have a choice in a matter in almost anything. And a lot of times that actually gets me through tough times, but I was losing focus of that. I was no longer focusing on myself. I was focusing so much on the get back that I wasn't looking for places and opportunities to exercise my choice to try and change things anymore. I was just sitting in my anger, you know, and that's never gonna get you anywhere, unfortunately. Yeah. So ultimately, I really do believe that Yah really wants me to restabilize, remember that I have choice, even the smallest choice, and then leave the get back to Yah's grace. Intuition, faith, and letting Yah handle that. Yeah, that was a lot, and I really want to end this video because now my energy is, but I do want to end on gratitude and just speak on all the things that I am grateful for this year, even amongst the very, very difficult, trying times that I have had and am still having. I'm thankful for y'all deciding upon my existence. Like, the fact that Source was just minding his vast business and suddenly decided in the 3D it could use a me like is wild to me. And I'm just thankful for y'all's love and protections and redirections and grace. I'm thankful for the birthright of choice. I do believe it's one of our heaviest responsibilities, yet can be such a gift, not just onto yourself, but even more so, in my personal opinion, to others. I did some reflecting in regards to how this year played out, and though terribly disappointing and disastrous, it occurred to me that all throughout the manipulations and literal requests and threats to turn the other cheek, I had the honor and the freedom of choosing to do the right thing, which always makes me feel proud of myself no matter what it costs me in the material. This year I'm grateful as well for my family, both blood and chosen. The amount of reciprocity and grace and respect and love and loyalty that they show to me every day, that I'm loved and worth all of what I put back into this world, is truly unmatched thus far. And they also inspire me to keep my head up. This year has held some great achievements for my loved ones, and I truly feel that their happiness and accomplishments are greatly deserved and rub positivity off on me. And I love seeing my loved ones happy with themselves, working on themselves, and receiving their blessings. Also, just a quick thank you to honestly anyone this year who so much as sent me a funny meme or friendly social media like, a quick how's life exchange. All of that means something to me. So thank you, and I'm very grateful for it. That's it, you guys. If you have been watching, if you have been listening, thank you. And I really do pray that your 2024 is everything that you hope and you plan for it to be. And that's it, because I don't know what you want for your 2024, but I do hope that it is, that you get what you want. These cookies are fucked.